What is good, y'all? Back again with another video, and I genuinely think this would be one of the most helpful videos I have posted this far. So, if you're going to watch my video, make sure it is this one. Watch the entire thing, and I am going to be going over what kept me in the break-even stage, part 2, and in this one, I'm going to be going over actual trading issues. In the last one, I went over kind of just more like mindset and lifestyle that allowed me to not care as much trading, but in this one, I want to really go into what actually kept me trading-wise at the break-even stage. So definitely, I think this one's going to be way better than the last one. So part 2, what kept me in the break-even stage, and I have these written down because I could not remember them all because it is a lot. So let me get into it. First things first, on my list is not sizing on trades. So what I was doing was I would go into a week, and let's say there's a really good trade on Monday or Tuesday, I would take that trade, but I would take it with really light size because I was scared to risk heavy on that trade. And I'm going to get into all this, but I was scared to risk heavy on that trade. And what does this do for you, right? So if you are not able to take a trade with size and you undersize on a trade, this is fully screwing with your psychology because one, you take the trade, it is a beautiful trade, it's an A+ trade, it's a winner, and you're like, why the fuck did I not take this shit with size? Sorry, my hair's bugging me. You're like, why did I not take this shit with size? Like, it was a beautiful trade, but now I'm only up $400, $500. What the fuck am I doing, right? So this is the exact thing that I would do. It would be a really good trade, and I take it and I win on it, and then I'm barely up on the week. And it's like, why, bro? Why? Because now, what this does to your mind, what this does to your psychology is you think, okay, now I need to take another trade so I can get a bigger balance on the week. Or, all right, next one I got to take with double the size so I can make more back. It just screws, for me at least, it screwed with my psychology so much because it's like, bro, because I trade a low trade frequency system, and it's like, okay, this shit just played out and I might get maybe one more during the week, and opportunities like this do not come often, and I just made barely any money on this, right? So it's I think this is one of the biggest things that helped me is being able to fucking grab your balls and take a trade with fucking size, because if you do not, it will screw with your psychology, bro. It's screwed with mine. I would be like ending the week either barely in profit or like break even, or even like a loss on the week, because I would not simply execute on the good trades with size, which would leave me barely in profit. And then this makes me think, all right, I need to force another trade to get even more in profit, and I'd probably lose that trade and then be right back at break even. So please, guys, it's really as simple. So I'm gonna match these two here. It is really as simple as taking less trades and taking it with size. If you guys watched the interview with me and Cold Trades, I went over this. I said, really, the biggest thing that kept me in the break-even stage was one, taking too many trades. And the stem of taking too many trades was not sizing on trades, because what not sizing does, like I just said, it makes you want to force setups to run up the balance more because you did not make as much as you wanted on that A+ trade, right? So the two things, I have these first for a reason. The two biggest things is one, taking less trades, and then sizing heavy as fuck on them. It is currently September 16th. I believe I've taken 3 or 4 trades this entire month. Kid you not, it has been a really slow month. And as you guys have known, like, price has not been overall the best, I would say. But I've taken 3 or 4 trades, and I have a 100% win rate the entire month of, I think, since like middle of August to right now. I have not lost a trade, and this is simply because I am taking less trades, and I'm able to take those trades with heavy size, which makes up for not trading all the time, because I have the utmost conviction in the trades that I do take, because I'm so fucking patient, able to have the most confidence in those trades, which allows me to size heavy, right? So the two biggest things, I want to put a major emphasis on this. Stop forcing trades. You have your system. I don't care. You could trade totally different than me. I don't really give a fuck. But for my system, it's a low frequency continuation. And I do not take a lot of trades. I simply don't. And I know this is how my system works, and I am okay with it. And when those trades come, I simply have some fucking balls, unlike you do, and take the trades with size. Because like I said, I'll say it one more time. If you do not take trades with size, you will be stuck in that constant loop of never being up. You will never be up. You'll be stuck in that little, I got an itsy bitsy profit. Oh. And then you have that urge to just make a little bit more, or just make a little bit more, and you start forcing trades. So please, be patient, know your system, know how to execute on your system. For me, it is taking less trades and taking those trades with size, because I'm able to be really confident in those trades, and simply because I'm patient and I know exactly what to look for within my system. I know an extremely high probable trade, and I know exactly what that looks like. So when it comes, I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm like nutting all over my screen because I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm like, yeah. Sorry, bro, sorry. But I'm like, yes, because I know that it's such a high probability setup, and I take that shit with size. So the two biggest things, less trades and take those trades with size. And I already went over the reasoning. Number 3, a quick analogy. So how I look at it, I go into every single month I go into every single trading month, or trading in general, looking at a month-to-month basis. I don't really look at a day-to-day basis. I don't really look at it a week-to-week basis. I look at it a month. And with knowing that, okay, we'll say a week and a month. Knowing that, I look at it as, all right, I know I really only need to catch 6 to 8 trades a month to be really up, right? I think I've caught 3 or 4 trades this month, and we're halfway through. So I know that's like 1 to 2 trades a week. And I know that's all I need, because like I said, I size heavy on my trades. So if I catch 1 trade, 2 trades a week, I'm up pretty good on the week. And I know if I can just catch 5 trades, that alone is a 5-figure payout. Like that 5 trades with sizing heavy, I know that is a good size payout. So with knowing that, you don't need to catch, but like, you don't need to trade that much. Going back to stop taking too many trades. I know if I literally catch 1 trade, 2 trades a week across the month, that's like, yeah, literally 6 to 8 trades. Bro, I can still be so up, so that allows me to be so okay and so like chill with not taking trades, because I know, bro, I know damn well there's going to be at least 1 trade a week. Okay, so I lied. The first week of September, I didn't take an entire trade the entire week. But typically, you get 1 trade. Hold up, my screen went away. Typically, you get 1 really good trade, and maybe you get 2, depending on how price is moving, right? Like these past few weeks have been really slow. So I think I've taken 3 trades or 4 trades. But you don't need a lot of trades. You do not need a lot of trades. And again, this is my system, and this is what works for me. But I'm telling you this because it is what kept me in the break-even stage, is taking too many trades and started forcing trades, which kept me like I would win a trade and then boom, I force some shit right back to break even. I win 2 trades, boom, force some shit right back. It's a loophole you will stay in your entire life if you keep taking too many trades, if you keep forcing trades that do not align with your system. So I want to emphasize that and say you do not need to catch an insane amount of trades every single month. Like I said in a previous video, I am not the best trader. I am the smartest trader. I know how to execute on my system, and that system is taking less trades with more size. That is what works for me, and that is what I do. So those are the top 3 things that kept me in the break-even stage. I have more, but not sizing on trades, taking too many trades, and not realizing that I do not need to catch a trade every single day. Those are 3 things that kept me down below. Now, the next one is fear of risking. I would be scared to take risk on a trade. Like I said, size up. And when I first started sizing up, this is what occurred. I would be scared shitless. I would be fucking shaking. I would be, bro, I'd be in a trade of 2 minis and I'd be like, holy shit, I'm risking half my drawdown, a third of my drawdown. Like, I would be scared shitless, bro. And this made me always trail my stops to break even way too quick. I would see 7 points of profit and then trail because I was so fucking scared to lose on that trade. I would see 5 points of profit, trail my stop loss to like the wick high. So generally, if you're fear of risking, you really just, like, you have to have that conviction, right? Like I said, when I see that A plus trade, I'm fucking ecstatic. I'm like, hell yeah. And I am able to have the utmost confidence in this trade because I know exactly what my system looks like, the exact entry model that I know is very high probability. So when it shows up, you really should not have fear in taking that trade. You really should not have fear. You should have, like, again, I'm really excited. There's no reason when your A plus trade shows up, there's no way you should be fearful. Like, there's no way, right? Like, yeah, you can be fearful when you force a bullshit trade. That makes sense, but simply, why are you doing that, right? There's, like, so, like, I'm just saying, I was fearful of taking trades because I was forcing them, and I was like, I entered a trade, I'm like, oh my god, I know I should not be in this trade. This trade does not even align with my system. What the fuck am I doing? And then I'd be like scared. I would de-risk and just get wicked out, right? So it's real. And again, bro, this all stems from being patient and only being to execute on the shit you know you need to be doing, right? All of this stems from just forcing trades and not sizing on trades. Like, let's say you caught a nice trade earlier in the week, $400 profit, jack shit, bro. And then you start forcing trades, and again, the fear of risking comes from just taking bullshit trades. So generally stay patient, and when that A plus trade comes, you really should have the utmost confidence in that trade, and you should not be fearful when you're in that trade because it is aligning with your system. And now the next thing is pretty much the same thing. It's hesitating. It is hesitating on trades, and I used to do this. It was during the spring, and I believe it was April. And everybody was having like their best trading month, and I simply was just hesitating on these trades, and I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? Why can I not just fucking grab my balls and take this trade? I was like, what am I doing wrong, bro? And it stemmed from being like pretty much the same thing. It stemmed from fear of risking. I was fearful of risking because I did not have confidence in your system. And how you gain confidence is simply, it just comes with knowing what you need to be doing and simply executing on that, right? I only started gaining confidence once I stuck to my system to the T for like a month, and then I realized, oh wow, at the end of the day, it's just already doing the shit I know I needed to be doing in the first place. Now that I'm really doing it, I am doing exactly what I strove out to do. I'm actually achieving all my goals, and it was really just as simple as cutting out all the bullshit, and you really won't get confidence until you do that. I think there's like I heard someone say this, like it's the 1 month rule. You stick to your system for a month, and then you realize, holy shit, like I was a retard the entire time. Why was I not doing this? Because you see the results it gives you. You do it for a month. You are most likely going to have positive results. You see those results and you're like, what the hell, man? And you're just like, wow. Now I kind of have confidence because I know exactly what I need to be doing. So you will really only gain that confidence from just give me my money. Sorry. You will only gain that confidence from just executing on your system, and then you'll be like, wow, it is as simple as that. And now that I see the results I'm getting from this, that is when you start getting confident. My next thing is setting simple conditions. I've said this previously, I'll go over it briefly again. This video is already kind of running up, but setting simple conditions, right? This is going to be brief. My conditions as a continuation trader is 4 things. Number 1, strong draw and liquidity. If you are not trading to a strong draw and liquidity, that's like taking a jump shot blindfolded. Why would you not take a trade to a not strong draw and liquidity? That's just automatically lowering your probability. So number 1 thing, my condition is I need to be trading to a strong draw. Automatically, your probabilities are way higher if you know where price is going. Number 2, trending price action. Price needs to be trending. As a continuation trader, it is in the name. Continue. You are trading price continuing. So when we are in a range or we are chopping with low volume, we are not continuing going anywhere. So I don't trade it. So when we are trending to a strong draw, boom! 2 for 2 on conditions. I am open in trade. Number 3, we need a retracement in price. You freaking top blasters, this used to be me. I would get so freaking jolly, so giddy that we are displacing somewhere. I'd just be like, fuck it, let me just take the trade. And I would not even wait for a retrace. I would top tick my long position straight to stop loss because I simply did not have the patience to wait for a retrace. So when we are trending to a draw, I wait for a retracement on price. And then I trade a very discretional model. It is very discretional. So I literally just enter off displacement candles. I don't even know any ICT confluences. The only ICT confluence I use is like a fair value gap. Because again, when we retrace, we typically retrace into a gap. But again, those are my conditions: strong draw, trending price, retracement, and then the entry model is pretty discretionary. I enter off displacement candles, and obviously there are a lot of things that make a trade bad, and I will go over and I will make a video on low probability conditions and what to stay out of. So I will make a video on that most likely this week. Hold up, I have a lineup on videos I want to make here. Let me pull it up for you guys. Okay, so I have, these are just my lineup of videos. Importance of sizing, which I already went over here, so I'll probably not do that. How to get over fear. Low-key went over that too. And then yeah, okay, so one video I will guarantee for you this week is staying out of low probability trades and low probability conditions, which I will probably have the charts pulled up for that one. So that is a video I will make, but that is another thing that kept me in the break-even stage, is not setting simple conditions. And when you have these conditions, it just makes it so easy. It's like, all right, are these playing out? Yes, okay, I'm open to trade, right? If we're arranging, if we are chopping, don't trade. Very simple. And the last thing, the only thing psychologically that really held me back was not being able to take a loss. And this really did not happen as much, but sometimes, because I would say I had relatively good psychology. It was just the main things I mentioned before that held me back. But psychology-wise, there was once in a blue moon where I would take a loss and just crash the fuck out and blow all my accounts. And obviously, you guys know that is wrong. Like, it's, bro, you just have to think in the long term, right? Again, like I mentioned, if you think on a month-to-month basis, will one trade set you back and just blow up your entire month? No, it will not. So if you think on a month-to-month basis, one loss is not the end of the world, you're not going to die. So just get the fuck over it, get off the charts, and go do something else with your day. That is pretty logical. You guys know you should not be doing that. Again, I can't really teach psychology. It's just some shit you know you need to be doing, and if you don't do it, you're literally just telling yourself, I do not want to be successful in trading. I generally do not like profiting in trading. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, if you cannot take a loss, that's just on you. That's your psychology. You have a very weak mind, and you're a grown-ass man that cannot stop yourself from pressing buttons. You are a bitch, bro. Like, you do not deserve to make a single dollar in trading. Like end of the line, bro. So yeah, those are all the things I had written down. Hopefully, I mean, this video is a bit long, but hopefully you guys took a lot from this, because these are the things in actual trading issues that really kept me in the break-even stage, kept me down below. And yeah, so hopefully this helps you guys overall. If I had this video when I was fucking making no money, I feel like this would help me. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. And again, keep ripping the comments. Please give me ideas for me to talk about down below in the comments. Please, I am running out of ideas, so you can help me a lot by telling me what to talk about. And again, all of my socials are in the description. TikTok, Instagram, my free Discord, and again, affiliated with Alpha Futures. So if you want to couch with Alpha, code Jack gets you discounted. And again, subscribe. I'm posting these every day. Lock in, get your knowledge up, and subscribe. That being said, see you guys.